Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video I want to talk about the Ranger class and the mechanics for each elite spec. This will be a longer video than usual. If you want a short version, I will put a link in the description and in the top right corner. If you're still here, get something to eat or drink and let's start. Let's start with the base class. Ranger is versatile. It can use a good number of weapons and it can also use pets. If you're a fan of finding and taming animals in the wild, then you should start playing a ranger. I enjoyed the leveling process with my ranger until around level 50, but I wanted to play a druid as fast as possible and leveled up with experience tomes to 80. My recommendation while leveling is to use the gear that you drop from killing mobs and not worry about the stats or buying gear from trading post. Also, equip Signet of the Hunt as it will make your life a lot easier when running around. Another skill you should equip is Protect Me, as it is also a stun break and gives some barrier to keep you alive for a bit longer. When you reach level 80, you can get your cheap exotic gear from the trading post. I recommend Nika's armor as it has the berserker stats and you can use more defensive traits and skills if needed. As for the build, I recommend this one after you reach level 80 as it has some nice defensive traits with good DPS for open world. Now, if you have Heart of Thorns expansion, we can move on to Druid. This is a pure heal support elite spec. It used to do damage sometime in the past, but now we have Soulbeast for that. Anyway, this is a very good heal support spec that just got buffed a bit to compete with Heal Firebrand and Heal Alack Mech. The new mechanic for this elite spec compared to the base class is the Celestial Avatar mode. Simply put, when you activate this skill, you turn into a healing machine that can cleanse tons of conditions, can revive allies from down state, but I recommend the Elite Spirit skill instead of the glyph for this. Speaking about glyphs, in their default state they have offensive effects, but they will switch to defensive ones while in Celestial Avatar. Another new thing is being able to wield the staff, which again is only used for healing. When you are healing, try not to camp the staff if you see your group has good HP. Try to anticipate attacks when the telegraphs appear on the ground and use block or stability skills, and then if needed switch to staff or Celestial Avatar to top the HP of your group. But keep in mind that Celestial Avatar can only be used when the blue bar above your HP pool fills up. However, you can get out of the state when you want to by clicking the button again. The build that I use for this class is on the screen. The most important part is Nature's Vengeance trait to provide alacrity, as groups take healers that can provide alacrity or quickness. The next elite spec is Soulbeast and you need Path of Fire to unlock it. The new mechanic for this elite spec is that now you can merge with your pet and gain 3 new skills which change based on the family of the pet. You are also able to wield a dagger in your main hand now, which is mostly used in condition damage builds. If you want to play a power build, I recommend to use axes and a greatsword. The meta build uses a worn horn instead, but I do not like how the build feels. As this spec is used only for DPS, it was recently buffed and it can compete with Virtuoso and Mechanist. Granted at a bit more keys pressed, but still better compared to Elementalist. The build that I use on Soulbeast is this one, but you can change some traits to increase the survivability in story missions or open world. And now the latest elite spec released with End of Dragons, Untamed. The new mechanic we have for Untamed is being able to unleash your pet or yourself. If the pet is unleashed, it gains 3 new powerful skills that can be casted instantly, and when you unleash yourself, you gain access to all the skills for the pet, which is something the Ranger community asked since the game launched, but quickly found out that it was not implemented how they wanted. Fortunately, now all 3 skills can be set to autocast, so it lowers how many keys you must press when playing Untamed. The new weapon you can use with this elite spec is the hammer. This weapon can be used on power builds only, but all the skills for it change to a more powerful version when you unleash yourself. With the rest of the weapons, only the first skill changes for a few seconds to an improved version. You can play Untamed as a power DPS with the hammer, but the numbers are pretty low compared to Soulbeast. But if you like Condi builds, this one can do it and has one of the highest benchmark numbers. Keep in mind that in normal boss fights you will not be able to reach that number as you need to avoid mechanics or you have invulnerability phases. And the last build option is Condi Alacrity DPS, which is very good as it can achieve higher DPS numbers compared to the power version. The build that I'm using for it is on the screen now. I have used it in all strikes and fractals and even a challenge mode fractal, and it did very good. In conclusion, Ranger is a very good spec for beginners and veterans alike with plenty of build options. Please let me know in the comment section below if you like this format for presenting a class and its elite specs, and if you want me to make a longer video version for other classes too. If you want to see more content like this, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, please click the like and subscribe buttons.